After my father's funeral, my stepmother announced, "The house goes to my kids. You get nothing." My half-brothers high-fived each other while everyone watched. I nodded slowly, stood up and said, "Actually, Linda, we need to talk about Dad's real estate portfolio." Her smile disappeared instantly. The funeral reception was still going, people eating sandwiches, sharing stories about my dad. That's when Linda decided to make her announcement. "Everyone, I need to share something." She stood at the head of the table, my two half-brothers flanking her like bodyguards. Robert's will is very clear. The house goes to my sons. Jason gets nothing. My half-brother Derek high-fived Connor, actually high-fived. At our father's funeral reception, my aunt started to protest, but Linda cut her off. Robert wanted his real family taken care of. Jason's an adult. He'll be fine. She looked at me triumphant, waiting for me to break. I took a sip of water, set the glass down carefully. "Linda, we need to talk about Dad's real estate portfolio." Her smile flickered. "What portfolio?" "The one he built with me over the last 15 years. The one you don't know about." The room went quiet. I pulled out my phone, opened my email, and projected it onto the TV screen we'd used for the photo slideshow. Property deeds filled the screen, 12 of them. Dad and I started investing when I was 19. He'd find properties, I'd manage them. We split everything 50-50. Legal partnership, notarized, filed with the state. Linda's face was changing colors. "This house?" I gestured around us. "This is the only property in just his name. Everything else, the rental units, the commercial building downtown, the duplex on Morrison Street, those are partnership assets." I clicked to the next screen. Partnership agreement states that upon death of one partner, assets transfer to the surviving partner, not to the deceased partner's spouse, to the partner. "That's not legal," Linda said, but her voice was shaking. "It absolutely is. Dad's attorney, Richard Mills, is actually here today." "Richard, would you like to confirm?" Richard stood up from the corner. Older guy, glasses, always looked tired. "The partnership supersedes marriage in terms of business assets. Linda has no claim to any property except this house." Derek stood up. "That's bullshit. Dad taught me about building wealth. He taught me about protecting assets. He taught me to document everything." I clicked again. "These are the property tax records. My name and his, joint ownership, dating back 15 years. Connor's voice cracked. "Mom said we'd get everything." "Your mom assumed a lot of things," I said quietly. "Like that I'd just accept being cut out. Like Dad didn't prepare for this exact scenario." I pulled up one more document. "This is Dad's letter, written 6 months ago when he knew he was dying. Want me to read it?" Linda lunged for the screen, but I pulled my phone back. He wrote, "Linda's going to try to take everything from Jason. Don't let her. The partnership protects our work, our legacy. Make sure she understands that greed has consequences." The room was dead silent. "So here's what happens next. This house is yours, Linda. Congratulations. It's worth about $400,000. The portfolio I now solely own, worth $3.2 million. Derek's jaw dropped. "You wanted his real family taken care of," I said. "He did. He took care of me, the son who actually worked with him, learned from him, built something with him." I stood up, buttoned my jacket. "The property management company will contact you about the rental income Dad was using to pay this mortgage. That stops today. You'll need to cover it yourselves now." Linda found her voice. "You can't do this. I'm not doing anything. I'm just honoring the legal agreements Dad and I made. The ones you didn't know about because you never asked what he did with his time. You just assumed it all belonged to you." I walked toward the door. My aunt squeezed my shoulder as I passed. Outside, Richard caught up with me. "Your father would be proud. He taught me well. He also left you one more thing." Richard handed me an envelope. "Open it later." I did, that night. Inside was a photo of me and Dad at our first property closing. I was 19, nervous, excited. On the back, in his handwriting, "This is how you protect what matters. Build something they can't take. Love, Dad." They wanted everything. They got one house and a mortgage they couldn't afford. I got the empire we built together.